tuned in to It's BM Radio at itsbmradio.com. That's ITZBM Radio. All right. So once again, we're back up in the building. Sayjin Mayhem Tyler here, up in the building with Uneek, Paterson, New Jersey. Make sure you got your mic on. Your mic's on over here, actually, buddy. You got to sit next to Sayjin Tyler.
It's a pleasure.
So just make sure, once again, you're talking to the mic like the way I'm talking. Yeah, you want to make sure. You sound great, though. All right, so we got Uneek up in the building. Pleasure to have you with us.
That's good, man.
What's popping with you?
Ain't nothing, man. Just came from a little set up in Fusion Lounge in Elmwood Park.
Oh, shit. So you actually coming over here after doing the show?
Of course, man.
That's pretty dope.
Gotta always grind.
Now, if you don't mind, let's talk about the show. So where the show was in what town? What area?
It was right here in
Elmwood
Park. Elmwood Park. It was Fusion Lounge.
Fusion Lounge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It was a little nice setting.
So all right.
It was
no
dope.
doubt. So you got that. You rocked out the event. Now you're over here doing a little interview and stuff like that. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Now,
thank you.
Let us know a little bit about you. What's your name? Where you from? How'd you get the name Uneek? And it's spelled differently too. Like it's spelled Uneek.
Word.
So what? Give me the 411.
I mean, the name pretty much came up when I first started rapping. I know a lot of people may not know, but I'm Mexican.
Okay.
So right from the get, it was already different. The last Mexican rapper that ever to bless the mic that actually made it into the industry was Be Real from Cypress Hill. So I mean,
that's actually pretty. But what about Pitbull? Isn't he Mexican?
No, he's Cuban.
He's Cuban. He's 100%. Hey man, they all look alike to me.
But the name just came across like at the time when I started the music, we were trying to figure out different names for myself.
Got you.
But everybody that I was in the studio with just kept saying, "Yo, you're unique. You're unique. You're unique. You're different. This and that." So then from there on, everybody just started calling me Uneek, and the name stuck.
All right, so you got the name. Now, what about the influence in music and the direction? At what age were you at where you went in the direction of music and knew that this is what you wanted to do?
I say I was about, not even too long ago, I say I was about 19, 20. Like, I actually wanted to take music seriously.
Okay.
Because I've been doing it for like, since I was 13, 22 now, so about 9 years.
All right, so now, did you was it an automatic thing that went into hip hop, or was it another music, or what was the outcome?
Well, I mean, at first I started writing more like love songs. I was more into like the R&B.
Okay.
But I knew I didn't have the voice for it, and then I started composing raps because my favorite rapper is Eminem.
Okay.
So I liked the way his wordplay was, how witty he was, his metaphors, similes, and I just adapted that and I just started creating my own style. Started listening to old rappers like Big L, Big Pun. Jay-Z, Nas.
Obviously, Eminem being one of those influences, as you stated. Are there any other music influences, maybe of other music genres or in the same music genre as hip hop?
Oh, of course. I could take it to my roots. Ranchera. You could say Vicente Fernandez. He's more of a drunken singer, but he speaks straight from the heart. He speaks about what he knows, and I take a lot of influence from that because I like to speak my mind. I like to speak what I know and how I feel at times.
Okay, pretty dope. Now, moving along as you've progressed as an artist, what are some of the things you like or dislike about music? What are some of the things you're trying to change with your music? Are you trying to change things with your music? Is there a message?
Well, I'm just trying to open the doors for a lot of more Mexican artists, because I feel like a lot of these Mexican artists they're sticking to more of that Chicano rap instead of just actually trying to expand their horizons and actually try to do more. Because I like house music. I would like to do a house track.
Everybody doesn't know what Chicano rap. What's Chicano rap?
Chicano rap is pretty much like Mexicans, pretty much from the West Coast, talking about the
Mexican gangsters.
Mexican gangsters.
West Coast Mexican gangsters.
Yep.
So a lot of people, because they don't know, what I'm saying. Let people get a little definition. All right. So, and you're trying to get away from that. Mm-hmm. So what do you do? Is it more conscious rap?
It's more conscious rap, but at the same time, it's more like I want people to actually try to play with their words. Actually try to think and write instead
Yeah.
of just writing some nonsense for no reason. You know,
Okay.
I'm not really I'm not too big into the Chief Keef and all that trap music that's going on right now. But I support it because it's hip hop. We support each other.
What kind of music right now do you got on your phone or on your music device that you listen to?
Right now, I listen to a lot of my own music. I listen to Eminem. I got Jay-Z. I got Jay-Z's latest album. I got that Yeezus, Frank Ocean, Fab. So I got a little diversity in there.
Now, do you also do like battle rap stuff or stuff like that, or you just do primarily just performances? What is it that you primarily do? Like, do you do anything like that?
No, I just write music. I wouldn't mind doing a little battle rap.
Because this guy was killing it at the show. He came out to the Kings of Mayhem and he was killing it. You know, and I was like, damn. And you know, Scrap actually, I believe, was the one that referred you to the show and stuff like that. That basically got you down with the movement and stuff.
Definitely.
And he told me, he's like, oh, you got to check out Uneek's performance. This dude's pretty nasty. You got to check out some of his music.
Yeah. I mean,
And
shout out to Scrap.
I hear that shit all the time, though. You got to understand. I hear that bullshit all the time. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll listen. And I try to listen to everybody, but you know, 9 times out of 10, it's garbage. So when I finally got to see this guy, I was like, yo, you know, and it was pretty dope. You ended up, didn't you win something that night? You got like Lyricist of the Night.
Yeah, I think it was Lyricist of the Night.
Which is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So you got a special feature on it'sbeamradio.com and everything. Is there any particular music, you know, CD or production that you're promoting right now? Any particular like projects?
Right now, I'm promoting my recent mixtape that I dropped. It's called Who Does It Better. It's pretty much me remixing a lot of the industry beats that, you know, pretty much your favorite songs.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it is. Trying to take it back to the roots of hip hop when people were actually remixing other people's tracks.
Okay. Now that it's just a mixed CD compilation.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm promoting that right now.
Are there any artists or producers featuring on this project with you?
I have 2 artists actually. One is Leor. He's a part of my camp. OCNI. Leor.
Okay.
He's a rapper singer. And then I have this young lady. Her name's Ella Rochelle. She's a singer.
Okay.
And she's very talented. I have her on 2 of my tracks, actually.
Now, how did you guys meet up? Like, how do you meet up with all these guys? You just know each other from the same area, or you meet through social media?
Well, Leo I actually met through a friend, and right from the get, we just clicked. You know, I brought him along with my team, OCNI. You know, from there we just been doing music. And Ella Rochelle, I pretty much bumped into her through her brother Says Beats, he's actually an engineer producer.
Okay.
That he works in Clifton, and from there it's just like it's just great chemistry. Every time we do music, it's amazing.
Okay. Yeah. Now, is that how you work? Do you feel that you need to have a certain chemistry to work with somebody else?
Not really.
You know, because some people really feel like there's some people that just feel universal, like, yo, I could do a track with anybody. It doesn't matter. I could get down. Some people actually feel very, you know, they feel very like passionate about who they work with. It has to be a certain chemistry. You know, they have to accent each other properly, you know, contrast each other properly.
I mean, the chemistry, of course, has to be there because you don't just want to do a track and you're not into it while the other person's into it. But I just like to do good music. If I like the song, I'm gonna do the song. If I don't like it, I'm gonna let you know I don't like it, and we can work on something else. I'm just a straight up person. I don't like sugarcoating.
If you could give like what's the word terminology I'm looking for right now? Basically, if you could sum up your music, you know, if you could in your own, you know, short term of words, excuse me. What would you say? How would you describe your music?
Creative, influential. Okay. And just.
What about how would you describe your like style of music, or your like, you know, what's your like every artist has a certain sound. That's a certain like, oh, I like to spit on trap beats. Some guys, you know what I'm saying? Some guys are like, oh, I like to spit on that boom bap, the old hip hop. I like to spit on shit that are on 808s. How do you describe that with your music? What would you tell people?
I would say mine's more like 808s, that smooth beat.
Okay.
Like more of I guess you could say Drake-ish Weekend Frank Ocean type feel. I like those type of beats.
I got you.
So I like being smooth with everything I have to say. So I like those beats.
Okay, that's pretty dope. All right, so I do have some music that you sent over to us. You were talking about that track 23, right? Mm-hmm. And what was the other track The other
track is called I Will Strive. That's featuring Ella Rochelle.
Okay, I have it right here. You sent it over to my email. I just gotta get in there real quick. Watch it be like, see, there it goes. Boom. So I got these tracks over here. We're gonna download them. You're also a featured artist going for May. Mm-hmm. At where? At Bad Ink or MME Radio? Where is it?
I think it's MME Radio.
You think it's MME Radio? We gotta find out. I don't know, dude. There's so many radio stations. I don't mean to be like, damn, why doesn't Sayjin know? That motherfucker crazy. There's so many. There's so many featured artists going on. We're really trying to help artists as much as we possibly can. We've had Dre Chief here. We had Nader here before. A lot of people just don't really understand what we do here. And what we do is we try to create events where the guys are gonna get stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? You get copies of your interviews, you get promotion, you get some banners, you get interviews. It's all about helping these artists getting their music heard. We might not be in the biggest and lavish of studios, but we really reach out to a big audience, and that audience loves indie music. They follow these guys. A lot of these guys actually get some really big followings, just tuning into our radio stations, and we appreciate and love all those supporters out there, through the Beyond Mayhem Media and Indie Republic networks, and MME Radio, and Bad Ink ENT Radio, and Bullpen Radio, and Making Money ENT, and it's just crazy. The list goes on and on. Yeah. But it's pretty dope. So you do got a feature. I think it's on Bad Ink. We're gonna check it out. I think it's on BadInkENTRadio.com. And you also got another feature that we're gonna actually be working out with you. With somebody else who's actually interested in featuring you on their station. So it's pretty dope, man. A lot of stuff's going on. Are there any particular shows that you got popping off soon?
At the moment, not really. Just right now, I'm just pretty much focused on working on this EP.
Okay.
Hopefully it does a great ordeal and actually gets in the right hands of people. So I mean, it's been a long way. Now I've been doing this by myself, I can say, for like almost a year and a half since I dropped my old team. So I've been doing this. So it's come a long way right now.
So you were formerly with another group?
Yeah, I was formerly with another group.
What made you branch away? What made you go solo?
Pretty much, they were not dedicated. They would either quit on me, or they would say, I can't do this no more, I see no revenue coming in. But I always try to explain to them, you gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah.
If you don't spend the money, you're never gonna see money come in. So
well, I mean, it's all about, that's exactly what it is. They don't understand that. They think that, hey, I'm gonna make this track, I'm gonna perform and make money. No, it's not necessarily about that. There's a little bit more involved. You gotta do your own shows. You got to bring out a crowd that's going to pay you to see you perform, and it's hard to do that, but there are other ways. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways where you can do certain things. You find companies like me, and I'm not trying to bring myself into the topic, but that's the God honest truth. That's what we do. We work with other artists. Like, hey, you want to do a show? Yeah, we want to do a show. All right, we'll help you do a show. We'll set this up, and we'll make a show happen, and we'll make sure everybody gets a little bread. You know what I'm saying? But it's not easy doing a show. You gotta pay a venue. You gotta pay security. You gotta pay the DJ. You gotta pay for the equipment. You gotta pay for the coat check girl and whatever. They got all this stupid shit you always gotta pay for. Things cost money.
It does.
But sometimes you can make things happen. That's what's really important. You got to create a music product, then get it out there, and they either got to buy your product or you got to give your product away for free and find another way to make money.
Definitely.
Because some guys are just giving their music away for free, but then they're selling their T-shirts and their hats and making 10 times more money.
Definitely.
But they're buying the hats because they love the music, and they give it away free. Definitely. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Let them buy your music, but when they buy your music, give them a hat, give them a pencil, something that has your brand on it, so they know who you are and they appreciate. Like, hey, I bought this guy's CD. He gave me a T-shirt. Okay, that's pretty fair trade.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so there's just things you got to do, and like you said, it takes money to make. It takes money to make money. Like you got to spend it to earn it.
Yeah,
so
definitely is.
that's pretty crazy. All right, so we do got this music. What tracks you want to hit them off with first?
Let's hit him off with that. I Will Strive.
I Will Strive. Now, is there any particular features or producers on this track?
Like I said, the beautiful Ella Rochelle's featured on this track.
Okay, this is the one with the Ella Rochelle. Okay,
Ella
dope.
Rochelle. And it's produced by Dope from T-Neck.
Produced by Dope from T-Neck. Now, how'd you guys meet up? How do you meet up with a guy named Dope from T-Neck?
Well, we met up through a mutual friend that I used to work
And
with.
why are you not concerned? She's sitting back there. Aren't you concerned about this guy meeting up with Dope from fucking T-Neck? Babe, did Dope from T-Neck call me? Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, I met him through a mutual friend. Shout out to Jairus. I also got a track that he produced. But, I met it through him. I talked to him about a few tracks. And he just sent a couple beats my way. And, I bought them off of him. I got full rights to them, so.
Okay, so this track is called I Will Survive.
I Will Strive.
I Will Strive. I'm sorry, I'm on that Gloria Gaynor shit. All right, so I Will Strive. This is Uneek. Once again, itsbeamradio.com. Join the mayhem. Let's check out some music. We'll be back.
You are now tuned in to It's BM Radio at itsbmradio.com. That's ITZBM Radio.